come around, turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears.
So, is that you? You get a little bit lonely? You get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of your tears? I know exactly what that feels like. I've been there, done that. You know, when I heard this song come on, I just had to play it. I had to let you guys know exactly, you know, where I stand with you guys. You're not doing this alone. This is so not just you alone. This is not. This is all of us together, fighting one day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time, whatever it takes to get through, right? So for those of you who are suffering from that broken heart, for those of you who, like me, are missing somebody in your life who you thought was good for you, who you thought was going to be your only, who you thought was going to be your last date, meaning that you thought marriage was around the corner so you didn't have to put up with the bullshit of dating again, starting all over, getting to know someone. Ugh, girls, guys, been there, done that. A lot of us tend to reach out and go towards someone just because we don't want to be alone. So we settle. We settle, and then we wonder why this too is not working out. Why everybody that I keep going out with and dating, why isn't it working? Because from the first time your heart got broken, you continued to settle for what was out there rather than to wait for what the creators, the God, the angels decided was best for you. We didn't wait. You know, everything happens in divine timing, but when we speed up that timing, when we try to make things happen quicker than they're supposed to, we usually get the short end of the stick. Things usually don't work out right. It's like taking a cake out of the oven before it's finished. It's not going to stay up. It's going to go right down flat. It will not be a regular size height cake. Not to mention, it'll still be raw inside. The batter will be still wet. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is, yeah, the weekend's coming up again, and for a lot of yous, you don't have somebody that you're going to be with. For a lot of you, you know, you're still missing your partner. For a lot of you, you're still waiting for that phone call. You're still waiting for that friend. You're still waiting to find you again. Because ever since that breakup, ever since that loss, well, in fact, very clearly, you lost yourself. Somewhere in this mix, you got lost. And it's really hard to separate those feelings because you're so busy worrying about your partner, where they're at and who they're with, that you are not focusing on yourself. You are not trying to take care of you. And instead, maybe you're sulking, maybe you're crying, maybe you don't have the energy to go to work, maybe you're calling out more than you used to. You know, maybe you're staying away from family, you're just being the hermit, hiding in your room, or staying in your house, keeping the windows closed and the blinds closed. I mean, come on, that's not living, right? That's not living. And if the situation wasn't good at the time, if your partner wasn't doing what they needed to make you happy, to make you, you know, feel fulfilled, to not make you have to question things or be concerned or raise the red flags on the trust issues because they didn't want to tell you something, because they were keeping secrets, because they had other choices or other plans that did not include you or me. There's a lot of things that we got to do in this world. There's a lot of choices and decisions that we have to make that are not going to be easy. In the past, things weren't easy, but you got through that. And you know what? Everything that you get through that does not kill you, I promise you, makes you stronger. And it prepares you for what else is to come. Remember, you're here in this lifetime to learn a lot of lessons. And you were here in another lifetime previous to this one. And you'll be here in another lifetime after this one. I guarantee you it. But the lessons that you learn now, if you get as many lessons out of the way and do the right things and do what you know is right to do, not following your heart all the time, but following your brain, then the next time you come back, that life should go a lot easier. That life will be the one where you're looking at people no more and saying, how come I'm not like them? How come I can't be married and have kids and a house and the dog and the whole story? Why can't I have all that? You won't be asking yourself that in the next lifetime because you're going to get it right in this lifetime. You're going to stride real hard to do the right things, to make sure that you make the right choices, the right decisions, even the ones that are painful. Even the ones that are painful. Those are the decisions that we need to make now. We need to plant the seeds now for what will grow later, so that we can reap those rewards down the road. It's the same way when you're working so hard and you do a 401k, your retirement plans and savings, because you're preparing for later. So the same thing is with love, same thing is with life in general. The decisions, the choices that we make will affect our tomorrows. It just will. And if we're lucky enough to have a tomorrow, then we want it to be better than today, right? And definitely better than yesterday. So, you know what, you guys? You guys know where I'm coming from. I always give you a heart-to-heart, one way or the other, somewhere. Either in a daily, in your private readings, or, through your horoscopes. But please know, things are going to get better. Everything is going to go exactly the way that it is planned. I promise you that. You will not have much disappointment coming your way as long as you handle things the way that they need to go. But everything will definitely balance out, and everything will be right on the up and up. So be sure to check in. Make sure you watch all the signs. Make sure you pay attention to your angels. Listen to your dreams. Remember, I said to take notes and listen to your dreams, okay? And read your signs. Read the horoscopes that I'm putting out. Read all of those. Watch them. Even the ones that aren't necessarily your sign, but if you feel a desire to go to it, whether it's the picture, whether it's the title, then look at it, because that could be for you. Follow your intuition. It is not all just about if you're a Libra, if you're a Gemini, if you're Aquarius. Okay? So it's really important to follow your intuition, trust your guides, okay? And most of all, trust yourself. You've put enough energy into so many other people, enough trust into so many other people, and so far that hasn't gotten you where you needed to be. So isn't it time to look in the mirror, love yourself first, because it's impossible to love anybody else until you learn to love yourself. And you have to respect yourself, or you're setting boundaries for no one. Why would anybody come into your life and respect you and not cheat on you and not lie to you if you don't have boundaries set? If anybody feels they can take advantage of you, they will. It's like finding $5 on the ground. If they see nobody's around, they're going to pick that up and keep it. Not everybody has the proper morals or character built where it should be. A lot of people only do the right things when people are watching, okay? But they're phony. So it's the people who do the right things all the time, not just when somebody's watching, but because their own conscience gets to them and they want to make sure they're doing the right thing. They want to be proud of themselves. They want to make the right choices. So I'm positive that that is all of you out there. Male, female, I don't care. But like I said, a lot of you have to go through a certain period of grieving, because when you lose somebody in a relationship, when you break up, there is a certain period of grieving to go through. And once that happens, okay, then be done with it. Okay? Allow yourself a certain amount of time, and then that's it. And then you got to take your foot, kick yourself in the ass, and say, let's go. I'm done with this. You can't fix it. You can't change it. Okay? It took two to make it. It took two to break it. You have to own your shit in the relationship, whatever happened. And regardless, you have to understand that if it didn't balance out between the two of you, then it didn't. It wasn't meant to be. They were a stepping stone to get you to another level. So use them for what they were, accept that fact, and move forward. Okay? As I said before, tomorrow is not promised to anybody. But you can make tomorrow a lot better than you made today. And you sure as hell can make it better than yesterday. But it's the way you wake up, the way you decide, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to choose to be happy. This weekend, I'm going to go out, even if I'm not with a partner. I'm going to go out with my friends. I'm going to choose to socialize, do the right things. No, I don't have to get drunk. No, I don't have to do this and that. I can just go out and enjoy me, myself, and anybody that I'm around. And I can make it as fun as I want it to be, or I can feel sorry for myself and have it as miserable and bad as I want it to be. But you're the one that's going to predict your day. Not me, not them, not anybody else. Okay, so I hope you guys are going to be around later on. I'm going to try to come on and do a live. Then hopefully we can speak, talk about this particular video that I'm going to post shortly. So I look forward to speaking with you all one by one. Miss you guys, and I thought I'd take advantage. Yes, I'm in the car, in case you're wondering. I am in the car, but I'm trying to make the use of my time because I can't be home, so I'm doing it now. Just to let you know that all is well. And also, too, for all of you who were concerned that I had to let my daughter go, please know I also had to bring her back. So now you'll be able to see.
Hi, everybody.
We're back on track. God is good. Thank you all for all of your prayers. I really appreciate that. My daughter probably just got a job. That's probably what we were just doing. She wanted to get away from an old job because there was really bad things and people there, and putting her in places that she didn't want to be. So, as I always told you, I will always support recovery, but I will never support addiction. Never. So relapse is not part of recovery. Not for me. Not anymore. Not after 8 years. We're done with that. So hopefully you guys we'll get to talk later. Like I said, we'll be doing a super chat later, and that'll be a $25 super chat. So I'll see you guys there. Have your questions ready. Okay?
Bye, everybody.